And hey, we're back. Episode 133 of Operation Lit Podcast. Guys, welcome to the show on a Friday night. I really thought we were going to like move it till Saturdays, but like I've been like getting out of work. Like
I thought you were talking about like closer to Christmas. Well, I didn't think you were talking about like right now.
No, I thought so.
Oh, okay.
My supervisor called me. He's like, "Hey, you want to work? Saturday?" I'm like, "I got stuff to do." What about the next Saturday? No, I don't know. How about the Super Saturday? The Saturday right before Christmas? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you gonna work any Saturday? I'm like, I don't know.
We'll talk about it when it
comes. We'll talk about it. I don't know.
I don't make plans that far ahead.
I don't make that plan. Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah. So why would I do that? Work on a Saturday?
What's work?
I hate that.
I don't even know what's work after a Friday anymore.
You want to sleep on 2 a.m.?
I don't even know what work on a Friday is anymore.
Oh, did you play Final Fantasy, the expansion?
No.
It came out like last night.
No, I didn't. I haven't played Final Fantasy in a minute.
The MMO. He came into my chat. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just waiting 6 hours. 6 hours till the launch of the
Endwalker,
Peace Walker, Endwalker,
something like that."
Yeah, I was like,
got some cool name.
That's right. I forgot about it.
I didn't even realize it came out.
Yeah, guys, this is a podcast where me and Ruben get together on a Friday night. We talk about video games, what's going on, and we just share it with you guys. This week's a little light, but we'll talk about what we've been playing, what our week, and what we've been up to. For sure, next Thursday we'll be busy with the Game Awards.
Yeah,
a lot of world premiere.
A lot of world premiere stuff.
We gotta do some side bets.
Maybach music.
We gotta do some side bets. Like who's gonna get the most wins? Because last year, if you would have said like Last of Us, I would be like,
yeah.
Like, just start
what the
like
fuck
best esports team. Like,
I haven't even looked at it this year. Actually, I haven't even looked at. I have to vote.
I looked at the main games. It was like Dread, It Takes Two, Death Loop.
Whoa, It Takes Two, bro. Calm down. Trademark.
I think it was today too. Copyrighted.
Trademark. It is on there, yeah. Returnal.
No,
Returnal was on Game of the Year.
Returnal got snubbed.
Village. Village is on there.
Yeah, Resident Evil 8 Village.
Ratchet and Clank is on there. It Takes Two. I know I saw just like the Game of the Year one for sure.
Takes Two, Metroid, Resident Evil, Ratchet and Clank,
Psychonauts too. Yeah, that's right. A lot of sequels.
I only played Resident Evil.
I only played Ratchet and Clank.
You didn't play
and Dread.
Psychonauts?
And Dread. Psychonauts I haven't gotten into yet, but it's on Game Pass, so I'm in no rush.
Get the PlayStation one.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we start off with every episode with how was your week? Ruben, how was your 5-day work week?
My 4-day work week was great. It was awesome.
Come again?
4 days. I work Monday through Thursday now.
Bitch.
It's awesome. I'm gonna be well rested for every podcast.
I had every Friday off like in November, and now I'm like, I gotta work like a pleb.
Yeah, bro. No, I was it went well. I hurt my back on Wednesday. I guess from like repeated just picking up stuff over and over, and like also my vehicle's chair sucks.
Oh, you got a brand new truck too?
I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten it yet. It's still in the shop.
They gotta get tags and stickers and
it's gotta do all that stuff.
And that's right. They gotta modify it too, right?
Yeah, they gotta put the rail system in there for my racks. So I'm waiting on that to get done. But I've been driving the same truck for the past 7 years, and it's just been taking a toll on myself because like the seat's lopsided and the truck is lopsided the other way. So you're just kind of like spina bifida or like scoliosis, just trying to like fucking stay like level in that truck. Yeah, dude. And then like the seat, it curves in like this too. So you
got bad posture.
Yeah. So like I have to like sit forward and like sit up. So it's just been like rough on my back, and it finally came to a head. But I've been like telling them in my truck report, hey man, this seat is not ergonomic at all. Backup camera doesn't work. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before I hit somebody or hurt myself.
Our mechanics always put piece on back order.
Oh, it's on back order.
Back order.
Everything's on back order these
on
days.
Back order. It's like, great.
Yeah. So work went pretty solid for 4 days. I was trying to like figure out how to route all these stops from Friday into the rest of my week, how I have them Monday through Thursday now, and just trying to like gauge where they will be, what time I'll be there, that whole deal. So it was
logistics.
A little bit of problem solving today, but nothing too crazy. I mean, this week I enjoyed it. I still only worked like 38, 39 hours, give or take. So it really didn't change my time at all. And I just get to stay up late Thursday night and wake up early wake up late Friday morning. So
play video games late at night.
Play fucking video games. So yeah, man, it was work went pretty well. And this week in my video game life, the only fucking game. Nah, I played a couple games, but mainly the only game I played was Bloodborne.
Damn, good game.
It's pretty good.
A real game.
It's pretty good.
How was it feel? How did you feel when you brought down Father Gascone?
It felt pretty good. It was pretty hype. I was pretty hyped.
Pretty good feeling, right?
I was pretty hyped.
You
Yeah.
see, that's what I like about Souls games because I can't get that feeling. Maybe maybe like on a Street Fighter online match, if I'm playing against an online person, maybe it'll be kind of close, but it's not. It doesn't compare to like that feeling. Like oh shit, he's falling down. That's awesome. You get to fucking pop off. Like that's the feeling I love about Souls games. I can't get that in
other games.
In other games and
I feel that
story games.
I can feel that. But yeah, it was fun taking out Gascoigne actually. And then I took down Bloodstarved Beast, and then the Witch Sisters. What were they called?
That's Hemwick
Sisters,
something like that. Yeah, which is a Hemwick or something like that.
Yeah. And then I went and did.
That one was easy, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty. Once I figured it out, I was like, okay, I got it.
Just summons an ad and then reappears somewhere, and then a lot of ads come in. Just fuck the ads.
Nah, I forget the ads.
Yeah.
And then after that, I did today. I did Vicar Amelia.
Yeah.
And I completed that one today, but it was giving me some trouble on my last stream. I think it was Wednesday night or something like that.
Yeah.
It was giving me
Tuesday.
It was giving me a little bit of problems, and so I just did some testing earlier today, and I figured out how to do her visceral. So on my second attempt, I completed her.
What weapon you rocking?
I was doing a Ludwig.
Ludwig.
That
one looks dope. I was kind of like stuck in my ways and just stayed with the saw cleaver, saw blade, which I like. But then I saw you play with the Ludwig. I'm like,
oh, it's beast mode, bro.
Damn.
It's pretty dope.
Okay, that one does look pretty cool.
So I'm going through with Ludwig's right now, and so I on my second attempt with Vicar today, I took her out, and she didn't even attempt to heal, didn't even attempt.
That's
Like I walked right up to her, just started attacking her arms. She pulls one arm away, you go for the other arm. She pulls the other arm away. She falls forward, and then you just visceral attack her. And she didn't even
repeat.
She didn't even backstep to heal, not once. It took me like 30 seconds. The fight took like a whopping 30 seconds. I was like, oh, okay,
getting
cool.
some people just watching.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I had a raid and all that stuff.
Yeah, several people just showed up from the community.
Oh,
that's what I hate about. That's what I hate about those fucking. Like they're pretty cool, but they're just so light and flimsy.
Yeah, they need to be heavier.
Yeah, so they need some heft.
Yeah. We'll just put some stone to it. But yeah, man, it was fun watching. Fun playing and all that stuff. And I was gonna stream earlier, but I was like, nah, I don't really feel like setting everything up. I just want to kind of sit back on the couch, play the game, and that's what I did. Cause
what'd you get to?
I got to the forest with the snakes, the bundles of snakes, either the small bundles of snakes or the large ones that spit cobra juice at you.
They pop out the heads.
Yeah, it's like a big. I don't know. He's got a head of snakes.
Yeah.
Like Medusas, but they don't turn you to stone. They just they got reach.
They kill you.
They got reach.
And that area's so huge.
Oh, it's so big, dude. I unlocked the first shortcut right from the lamp. Mm-hmm. So there's as soon as you spawn at the lamp to the right, there's a gate there, and I got to that point and I went down, and that's where I'm at right now.
Isn't it awesome when you find a shortcut? You're like,
oh nice.
Oh god, okay, now I can go drop off all these shortcuts, and then you're like, wait, do I want to respawn everything? I'm like,
yes.
Okay, I'll respawn it. I don't care. Just I'm gonna cash out. I gotta cash out.
Yeah, man. So that's where I got today. I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more of that. Trying to complete the game before the 18th. I think I have until the 12th or the 18th. I can't remember what day it came out last year. Huh? I'm trying to complete it before Cyberpunk 2077 release date, which was it was the 9th. Okay, so I got a week left.
Barely.
I got a week. I can do it.
You can.
I'm halfway through the game, I think, right now. I only work 4 days.
Yeah, going back to Bloodborne, your boy Jackal is in there, and he just knows okay, go here.
He's knowledgeable, man.
Yeah, he knows. That's what I like about
knowledgeable.
when you have someone that's just into the Bloodborne community and they come and help you. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
just where to go, bro? Tell me.
Tell
me. That helps out a lot because that game is so vague.
Oh, very.
Here you go. We're not going out.
Enjoy.
I don't know. Yeah, don't die.
Figure it out.
Yeah, that's what the game does. There you go.
But in the same vein, I was also tiptoeing into Demon Souls, and in that one, I'm doing a mage build because I played mage build before in Demon Souls on PS3, and I know how broken it is. So yeah, I'm just going through and spellcasting from a range.
I probably should have did that.
Yeah, it's pretty broken. I got the there's a spellcaster sword that you get in World 4-1, I believe, like right off the coast.
That scimitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I picked that up, and then I
Just
went.
regens mana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. So I picked that up, and I went back into. So I completed Phalanx.
Okay.
So because I restarted, I completely restarted. I was 3 hours in a melee, and I restarted as a mage. So I went in, completed Phalanx as a spellcaster.
Just lit them up.
And then just firebombed it.
Dale fuego.
And then I left that, went to 4-1, and then picked up the scimitar, and then I went back to... No, and then I went to 3-1, which was the jail, I believe.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then I'm in the process of getting that... there's a guy that you get out of that one of the jail cells that is a spellcasting, like... vendor or whatever. He helps you retain spells and all that stuff. So I'm working on getting him out. I just started 3-1, but the I don't know what they are. The mind flayers is what I call them. They're kind of tanky and they're vicious with their range. And they'll
thunderbolt the shit out of you.
They'll lob it at you.
They'll just come and grab you and eat your brains out.
But I got to tell you, man, after playing Bloodborne on PS5 and playing at the frame rate that it's at and the graphics that it has, and then playing Demon Souls on PS3 way back in the day, and playing Demon Souls now on PS5, Demon Souls looks wonderfully amazing,
phenomenal,
and I can't wait to pick up Elden Ring in a few months and give that one a go. Especially with the multiplayer aspect, it's gonna be me and you in there.
Jackal.
I'm pretty sure. We'll all be in there having a good time because I think you can have 4. Right?
I think so.
4?
I hope so. Yeah, around there.
So that'd be pretty dope to just go through and like play some fucking Elden Ring with everybody. I think this is gonna be a good time. So
yeah, it was funny because we were talking with your buddy Jackal, and he said I think you asked him about Elden Ring. He's like, I think he was in the same boat as I was.
Yeah,
like I don't want to see nothing. I just saw that the release date. Yeah. That first initial trailer, and like, okay, go on.
I did see a little bit of it, and I wanted to see what the open worldness of it looked like, and like how the traversal of the map looked like, and things like that. I saw like one little bit of combat, but nothing crazy. And I was like, I know what the combat's gonna look like. What I don't know what everything else is gonna look like is the world traversal, your mount, things like that. I didn't look up anything into the multiplayer. I just wanted to see how he got from place to place. That's what I wanted to see.
I'm curious if they're gonna implement anything from Sekiro into that one, like maybe emphasize more into like the whole like
the parry
poise,
system.
Poise and parries. I wonder if they're gonna add any of that. Maybe not, or just keep it strictly Dark Souls, where in Dark Souls, a lot of times you could just kind of like side dodge to get around the bosses. In Sekiro, like.
Nah.
You ain't side dodging shit.
That's what I like about Bloodborne a little bit. Like it has a little mixture of both. Like you can see the direction that they were going. I'm enjoying the shit out of Bloodborne. Like the aspect of like you have to be aggressive. You have to put pressure on bosses. You have to put pressure on enemies and things like that.
And you have strategies too.
And you have to know when to get the fuck out of there too. So there's just like a little bit of both. You have to pressure and then you have to back away sometimes. So I had a blast playing that. And then I also dipped my toe back into Demio this week with Carlos,
the
my
MMO
boy Sleps.
one?
No, it's a tabletop one in the VR.
That's right, the tabletop. That's right.
They released a new campaign that I hadn't even touched, and we went into it. But bro, it got rough. What
happened?
No, I mean it's just hard, like really hard.
Oh, okay. I thought like maybe like some software issues or hardware issues.
No, we did have one software issue. Like we were on the second floor because each dungeon has 3 floors. And they get the first one's like a medium size, the second one is a very large encounter, and then the third one is just a very small room with like the boss or whatever. So we got up to the second floor and we were doing some stuff, and then like it just like disconnected all of us from the game.
No.
But we joined with like randos, so it was me and Carlos, like 2 other randos, and I was like, man, it's 9:00. I don't want to restart. I got to go to bed, whatever. But I want to play that game a little bit more, man. It's just fun. You just sit back, relax the VR headset. You sit in a chair, you pick up your character with your hand, you move them where you want it to go, and then you roll your dice, dude. It's just D&D on virtual reality. So those are the 3 games that I played this week. Like I said, the majority of my time was spent playing Bloodborne. I would say I'm 9 hours in, give or take.
Yeah,
I would say. But this week on what I watched, like entertainment, me and Alice sat down and watched Venom, the new Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
How was it? I feel like I saw the whole movie with the trailer.
Pretty much. I never saw the trailer, but I would assume so. There wasn't much
Tom
going
Hardy
on.
just did it for the kids.
Yeah. I mean, the best part of the movie was the ending, and I'll tell you what it is. Because
The credits.
No, yeah, well, was it? Yeah, it was actually.
You're like, oh, okay, I'm done.
A little green flash goes over
Oh.
Venom, and then he's teleported or transported somewhere. He's sitting down, and then like the whole scene changes like as soon as that green flash goes over, and then all of a sudden he's in the same place but at a different time and play. I don't know like how to explain it. And then he sees Tom Holland on TV dressed up as Spider-Man. So he got sucked into that universe.
That's right, because they're dipping into the whole. Yeah.
Exactly. So that was the best part of the whole movie.
Like,
was the ending. It was like, yeah, okay, cool.
MCU tie-in.
Yeah, MCU tie-in. So look forward to seeing Tom Hardy play Venom in the next. What is it?
Away from Home.
No.
It's Homecoming. Far from Home.
Far from Home. Far from Home. Far from Home. No, something like that. I don't remember.
Chat, yeah, look it up. Chat.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
So yeah, we saw that. I've been watching Veep on the side for a little while. HBO Max.
I enjoyed Veep. I watched like the first 3 seasons. After a while, I just stopped watching it. But yeah, Julia Dreyfus.
Oh yeah, she's fucking hilarious.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
The show's pretty solid.
And you kind of think like, does politics run that way in real life?
No.
It almost feels that way.
Kind of does.
Just bullshitting and trying to get around things. But they put like a very heavy comedy twist to it. But
right.
Sometimes you're like, I think this is what really happens in politics. Just a bunch of bullshit.
So I just watch Veep on the side, like, as whatever I'm doing on the side. So I like it because it's like Parks and Rec in The Office, but more adult because it's on HBO and they don't give a fuck. But yeah, so been watching a little bit of Veep. I finished Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, at the very end. Like, that's where it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Okay.
I love it. It was great. I don't know if there'll be a season 2. I'm assuming there will be.
I wonder if like Netflix, because sometimes they'll announce like it's for sure season 2 has been confirmed or something like that.
They'll give it about a month.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I think it's still in the top 10.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, of course I enjoyed the anime first because I saw that first.
Right.
But the live action show, it was fun.
It was fun,
no
man.
problem. Yeah.
Good music.
Yeah, I'm
good,
not gonna get up.
Action.
I'm not gonna get mad and be like, man, it's not being accurate to the source. Like they
had some nods to the source.
Yeah, it's fine. It's his own thing. If you ever want to watch the original's still there.
It's on Netflix too.
It's on Netflix and it still holds up.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the hell out of that. I basically only had like 1 or 2 episodes left, I believe. So I knocked that one out, and then I finished right before I came over here. I finished Arcane.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of it?
Very good.
Dude, the animation's top tier.
You know what it reminds me of? Dishonored.
The style, the artwork.
The artwork is all like Dishonored, like
kind of steampunk, fancy,
exactly.
Like magic kind of tied in.
Right.
Yeah.
Very fitting. Dishonored on the art style, but the dialogue, the voice acting's really good. The music's really good. Yeah. The whole story arc, the way it ends. There's definitely going to be a season 2 of that one. Riot and with this show, man, they knocked it out of the park. I don't even like League of Legends.
Me neither.
But I watched that shit
Me neither.
and front to back.
And I was talking to my boy Trip, and he's like, he used to play League, and he doesn't care much for it now, but he still enjoys. He likes the show. It's really fun. A lot of the people agree. Like even if you never played League at all, you could go in there just expecting to watch a story.
Right.
And you enjoy it. I was like, man, that's pretty good. And I think good on Riot for expanding and making that franchise and just building it, starting from a Dota clone,
right?
Because that's what it was, and then just expanding, making their Runeterra card game, and then making some other side games. I think they just had one come out. You play it with Bilgewater? No, it's like a little RPG one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're definitely expanding, making all sorts of stuff. And the thing is that I think we talked about it with what's the one with Kurt Schilling, Re-Reckoning or Reckoning of Amalur.
Oh, Kingdom Kingdoms of Amalur.
Re-Reckoning.
The
Reckoning.
Re-Reckoning,
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Where he would like, we're gonna make a whole franchise. We're gonna have R.A. Salvatore make all the, all the stories. We're gonna have an MMO. We have Todd McFarlane design everything and make some toys. They're like, whoa, hold on, dude. Your video game didn't even launch and did great. So how do you expect all the money that you sunk into all this other stuff?
Right.
It just went under. But how Riot did it, starting with something small and then just make that franchise way better. I mean, it paid off. Of course, it took a while, but they're on top of the world when it comes to video game franchises. Because how many times have you seen a really, really good adaptation of a TV or movie based on a video game? You see a couple here and there, but most of the time you're gonna be like, oof.
Right.
Oof, it's gonna suck.
Right. That's what we thought about superhero video games up until Batman came out. And
For
then
sure.
like Batman came out.
Because they've always been licensed. They've always been kind of licensed, like with the movie, and the video game company has the movie comes out in a year. You have 1 year to make a game. Like you don't have enough time to make a game. Make it up to standard. So yeah, when they have to
GoldenEye. They made it in 8 days.
Did they? No.
Yeah, they made it so fast. And then the multiplayer was an afterthought.
That's what it was. Yeah, the multiplayer is what made it shine. Yeah.
But the game was still pretty damn good. It still holds up. That's the one.
I don't know.
That's the one game. That's the one game that I would say that tied that came from a movie that was just fucking absolutely great. And I still love that game to this day.
Nostalgia me says yes.
Yes.
But if I play it if current me plays it right now,
you're garbage.
I'll be like, oh, what the fuck is this?
They made a remake of it not too long ago.
Did they?
I think it was like 2010, 2011. It came out on the 360 at the time.
On the Nintendo Online.
It was 360 at the time,
pack.
And it was I felt like it was using like the Modern Warfare engine. I can't remember, but I remember playing through it, and it was fucking.
Really?
It was a real first person shooter with 2 thumbsticks and stuff. It was still fun.
That's right. You had the thumbstick in the middle.
The one thumbstick and the C buttons.
C up, C down, C left. Like what? Nintendo, what are you guys doing?
So what were we talking about? Oh, but yeah, Arcane was absolutely phenomenal. I just finished it right before I was like,
I like Jinx's character.
I gotta leave. Oh, you mean Harley Quinn?
Just nutso.
Oh, you Harley Quinn without Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching it. You texted me, and I was like looking at I was like
8:07 p.m.
Oddly specific time.
That's what Mikhail said. That's what I was going for.
Oh, okay. And
how to work out? How to get my gains?
And then I'm like watching. I'm looking at the time. I was like, all right, it's 7:15. It's 7:15. I got 10 more minutes of this episode. I'll leave after that episode. So yeah, man, fucking great show. And then last night, me and Alice binge watched the show I Know What You Did Last Summer on Amazon.
Is that the ones based off of
the movie?
The movies?
Yeah. But with its cool new kid twists on it,
are they all woke?
Maybe I don't know. There's a gay character and there's some lesbian characters or bisexual characters.
Did he start the conversation with like, "These are my pronouns"?
No,
okay.
Not like that woke.
Not that woke-ish.
Not that woke.
Okay.
They use terms like slut shaming. There's that in there.
Ex shaming. That's pretty new. That's like the last 5 years. As came up.
There's like a social media influencer.
That's
one of them.
Yeah, you gotta get the modern thing. The modern takes. Influencers, social media, stuff like that.
But yeah, man, it kept us watching. Like I just put it on randomly. I was looking through Amazon. I was like, oh shit, this is a show. Put it on, and next thing you know, we're on like episode 8, and there's only 1 episode left. So we'll probably catch that later on tonight whenever she gets off of work, so we can finish that up. But I had a blast watching it, man. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Amazon videos. They got some stuff there. They got some gems. Not everything is great, but there's some stuff where you're like, damn, Amazon Video, not too bad. Good job, guys. Yeah. Especially like The Boys and Invincible. And it took me a while to get to the Invincible because I watched the first couple episodes, and then I put it down. And I picked it right back up. And like, okay,
yeah,
it's pretty.
It's a good one. Yeah. I want to check out the Wheel of Time. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I gotta check that one out too. But yeah, so we are 1 episode away from completing I Know What You Did Last Summer, but pretty solid watch. I gotta say, I mean, we sat down at like 7 o'clock, and like next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. We're like, oh, okay.
The original had Nev Campbell, right?
No, that was Jennifer Love Hewitt with her fine self.
Damn, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Jennifer Love Hewitt? Nev Campbell was Scream. Yeah.
That's right.
So
got my hotties confused.
Yeah, you got your hotties confused, and definitely Jennifer Love Hewitt is on the higher end of that spectrum. Just throwing that out there.
Comrade Electra was in Scary Movie.
Yeah, she was.
The parody ones with the Marlon Bros.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how that's relevant at all.
The scary movies. That's when they were like just making a parody of all the teen horror movies that came out in in the mid to late 90s. Yeah, it was late 90s or I heard they call it the aughts.
The aughts.
Early
aughts.
The blows.
Mm-hmm. But they were pretty good. I gotta say, we watched like 8 episodes in a row, and they were like 45 minutes each. So I mean, we didn't put it down. I was gonna ask you how your week was because that's about all my week. So how was your week?
I want to get drunk.
Oh, okay.
I got drunk in forever.
Jesus Christ, dude! You only brought 1 beer out of here, like some kind of poor person.
I'm a handy dandy. Top girls with sweaty faces.
Girls with sweaty faces.
My homeboy Lex is like, Rick, I don't know if you know this, but that's not really girls with sweaty faces.
Did you break it already?
No. I'm like, it's not. I mean, of course,
it's not sweat.
Like, what is it? He's like,
well, see, when a man loves a woman,
they're doing long sprints. I'm like, oh, okay,
got it. But yeah, that's about my week in a nutshell, dude. How was your week?
My work was surprisingly easy. I was clocking out like at
my bad
6:15,
nice
6:30. I told my cousin like, this is peak season, right? She's like, you been home? You coming home at 5 o'clock for lunch, and then take your hour break, and then you go back. I'm like,
lunch. 5 o'clock lunch.
Yeah, or lunch break, whatever. I mean, I take some trail mix and roots and vegetable, just hold me over during the day.
Yeah.
So, no, work was fine, pretty good. Yeah, supervisor's like, you want to work?
Nah.
What about next Saturday? You gonna work any Saturday? I'm like maybe when like the big one.
Get one of the rookies to do it.
But even then, if I do, it's gonna be like by 1:30. I'm out season, I ain't trying to stay till 3 o'clock on a Saturday, then take off Sunday, then come back on a Monday. Like, nah, yeah, hold that.
Yeah.
Video games, I played Shin Megami Tensei 5. I can't put that game down, dude.
I noticed.
I cannot put that game down. Like, I got like 55 plus hours on there. And the game came out on the
You got it on
the 9th.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
That's
like
it was in November.
You got it on like a Friday or Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, but I can't put that game down because there's like, you make your party by picking up all these demons, and then it's like I have enough of a stock where I don't have to worry about running out of or having too many demons. Right. I have enough space to have them, but I always want to have like 2 different type of healers. Either one that's dedicated to like spot healing, or one set for like group heals, or one that has kind of a healer and like offensive spells that I use when I'm going around killing trash, or one that's just dedicated straight up just to heals only, where when I'm fighting a boss, like that's your only role. Your role is just make sure the party is topped off, because any minute if the boss does like a critical strike and gets a 1 more, you're gonna be hurting. So you want to make sure everybody's topped off, because you're never really safe no matter what your health level is. So I always have different type of healers. And then you want different type of casters. You want someone who's like, because there's like 8 elements. It's not counting physical. There is fire, ice, wind, electricity, light, and dark.
7.
7, and then with a physical 8.
Physical.
Yeah. So yeah, there's 8 different type of elements. So you always want to have like a caster that could cover every role, and then you kind of also want to have some like, when you're doing kind of just grinding out through trash, but you also have to mix them up, because sometimes the area you're in has different affinities, different weaknesses, so you always kind of have to be like, all right, you're out. And then after a while you're like, okay, they're not being as strong as where I want them to be, so go gather some more Pokemon, demons.
Pokemon trademark.
Yeah, go gather some of those, go start fusing some other demons. Now what stats do you want? Like, oh shit, okay, well this one is gonna have these stats, but I could crunch out some other ones and get a better stats, or if I level these up, or if I wait 2 more levels, I'm able to get access to this one, but that one takes one of my physical classes. I'm like, shit, do I want to sacrifice him? I mean, to put you in a lot of situations where it's like, just go. Right. I mean, don't look back, because you get attached to certain demons and stuff because, oh man, this one looks awesome. She has a really good spell.
Yeah.
But after a while, it's like,
it's the same thing with Persona, no? Persona 4, I know I was swapping them out.
Well,
I was getting them.
Well, I never played Persona 4, but I'm guessing it's like Persona 5, because on Persona 5, for sure you'll have a stock of different, demons. But for sure, your party members have their own dedicated ones.
Right.
So like Fox, he's always gonna have ice.
Right.
And then like you can always make like Morgana your healer, or Makoto your healer. But as for your personal stuff, yeah, you can have different, personas also, and you can rotate them. But like I wasn't really attached to them on Persona as I was like the actual party members, because in Persona they're just like, okay, I need you for this or that, or your other party members could fill in the role. Since in Shin Megami Tensei, that's your whole party. You're really relying on them. Like I feel like I have more of an attachment to them. It's like, fuck, do I really want to get rid of this guy? Like, I don't know, because
he's been with me since the
beginning.
It's my Bulbasaur.
I've been grinding him out. You know, he's really good. But now it's like, here's what you call it. He's really good too. I mean, he's slightly less points, but once I level him, the scaling's gonna be a lot better.
I like this new demon.
Yeah,
but there's
this one's
this.
better. Yeah, and you start slapping the shit out of it. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. You know, and I really like that because like I said back, that analogy when it came to like Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, where eventually your short breaks, so you have to be able to shift on the fly to like, now try this weapon or this weapon. Same with those demons. Like, okay, this one's starting to not work out. Let me change it up.
I kind of like that aspect of it though, because like whenever you play Pokemon or something like that, you usually get like, you know, everybody looks up the meta or, you know, whatever it is, and then they just rock that combo.
Yeah, for the most part,
there's 600 other Pokemon, guys.
Exactly. Like, yeah, because usually in Pokemon, like your starter one will probably carry him to the very end and you'll be there. Yeah, on this one, nah, dude. Maybe after a couple of levels, you better rotate.
There's so many.
Yeah, there it is. It is.
Look at all these Pokemon I can't hold, right?
For sure. So, I mean, I wasn't going with this, but yeah, I really enjoy it a lot. It's fun, and it just, I can't be like, all my OCs like, I want this one. Okay, wait, come back later, Rig, do another one, or go farm it another one, grind it, and come back to it later. So I'm enjoying it a lot, and like my friend Lionel, Bruce, he plays it too, and like he doesn't have a Switch right now, so he hasn't played part 5 yet, so he doesn't watch the stream because of no spoilers.
Okay.
But I was like, dude, we need to talk because I need strategies, because he's played all the older ones before. Like, I need strats, setups. What do you think? What, you know, party composition, lineup, and everything. I'm like, oh.
Can you only get the other ones like through emulation or like old retro consoles?
I'm not too sure, because I know some came out like in 1994, so like during the SNES. So maybe you can get through some emulators.
Or is it possible to like pick them up on like Steam or something like that? I didn't even look it up.
I know Nocturnal or Shin Megami Tensei 4 Nocturnal recently got like a re-release on Switch.
On Switch?
But I don't know how much it holds up, because honestly, I took a roll of the dice with SMT5. Like, I knew it's from Atlas. I knew it was kind of some tie-ins with Persona, but man, I'm glad I took that dive, because that game surprisingly like drew me in. And I was talking to, you know, my buddies in chat, Manny and all them. I'm like, man, I didn't think I was gonna like enjoy this game so much. And even Mikkel, she's like, what's the appeal about this game? And now she's starting to play it. She's going around and she's like, yeah.
Well, they have Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is the only one that I see here on
Steambo?
On Steam. Mm-hmm. The HD remaster. Yeah, that's the only one I'm seeing on here.
Okay, I thought Nocturne was 4, but maybe it's 3 or something.
It says 3 on this one. But you know how like Final Fantasy did here in America.
In Japan's different.
Yeah.
It could be.
Some shit like that. But I mean, even this one looks still pretty solid.
But yeah,
looks like the Switch release.
Yeah, I just really like that game. And if I'm not playing it on I'm either just
$50. When did this remaster come out? Oh, it came out in May this year. Oops. Yeah. Oops. That's why it's $50. I was like, God damn, $50 for a game that came out like fucking 10 years ago.
Forever ago, yeah. And I started
playing.
What is
it, Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, that's right. With the part 2 or Modern Warfare 2, didn't they like re-release that one?
No, but what I'm saying is like, even though Call of Duty, I don't know, Modern Warfare 3 has been out for 12 years, they don't discount it more than like 10%.
Like Nintendo games.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, what is this fucking... Yeah, anyway. Sorry.
Nintendo game. No, you're fine. Yeah, and I also been playing Street Fighter 5. I went back.
Just to buy one character, or did you get the whole thing?
No, just buy him.
Okay.
I just buy him.
You had some self-restraint there.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Well,
How is he?
I told you from the very beginning. I saw season 5. I'm like, all right, Dan, Rose, Oro, Akira, and then Luke. After I saw everything revealed, after Capcom finally put the cards on the table and I was able to see everything, you know, if you buy the season 5 pass, you'll get, you know, some extra stages, some premiere costumes, you know, what else? Different I guess titles, extra stuff, just extra stuff, cosmetic stuff, whatever, you know. But and then after they announced everything, and after seeing all the characters, like, okay, I don't care much for Dan. I've never been a fan. Rose, same. Oro, Akira, she's from rival schools, cool, but I never cared. And then I saw Luke. I'm like, I saw Luke's gameplay. I'm like, man, Luke just looks so cool. All his normals just push him forward and everything. He's just like in your face.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. I was like, man, I want to try this guy out. I really want to try this guy out. Okay, so you know what? If I get back to Street Fighter, this is the one I want to try. And especially since 2 weekends ago when I went to the Houston Battle Royale to go check out, the Street Fighter scene over there. I mean, I had a good time just playing offline events. So like, man, if I want to get into it right now, it'd be a good time, So I saw Luke, and I went to the store. I'm like, all right, how much is he? Well, he is $5.99 or 100,000 fight money.
How much did you have?
I had 26,000.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I was a little shy, right? So I was like, man,
but you can unlock everything with fight money.
How can I get fight money fast? I was like, oh yeah, on PC I never did any of the trials or story modes, and you get like a buttload of freaking fight money because every time you level up a fighter, you get like 1,000 fight money like every 5 levels or something like that.
Okay.
So you do the story mode, you get them to like level 8. Like, okay. So I just went starting from the very beginning. Ryu, let's do your story mode. And it's easy. So I just do it. I mean, I've done it before on the PlayStation,
right.
Because on the PlayStation, I was short of like 2 achievements. Doing the one level 100 survival mode and doing, what was one other one? It was 2 achievements that I was just short of.
Okay.
But on PC, like I never went after all the achievements. When I got on PC, like I just played it just so I could do some straight to online matches,
Right.
So I didn't do any of the side content. So I was like, I had all these trials and story modes to do. So I was like, okay, that's just fight money just waiting to happen, So I just did, okay, Ryu, let's do your story mode. It's like 3 easy ass fights. Ryu, level up. Ryu, level up. Fight money, fight money, fight money. Okay, let's go to Ken. And I just did that. Like, like I didn't even get through like half of the original cast before I was like, oh, I got enough money. Let's go to the online store. Luke, 100,000 fight money. Sure. I mean, you don't get any of like the fancy like battle outfits or whatever.
Ooh.
But you know what? I was like, I got Luke, and I'm fine. I got the character I wanted,
right.
So now I get to play him. And I'm telling you, dude, they added some layers with him. He's pretty good. I mean, I think they've already had some moves before where like you'd enter a command, hold the button just for a second, and then you have to release it, all while mid combo and stuff. And then you have to do it again so you can extend the combo and to finish it. So, I mean, your timing has to be like, you could do some easier combos that, you won't be as rewarding or as damageful. But if you do these executions, like it can be very rewarding, but just with the damage and just the style, because with Luke, he just bam, socks him in the face, and they're freaking to a wall jump, and a wall bounce, and they're coming back, and then you hit them again, and you bounce them up to the air this time, and then you come in with your freaking EXDP. I'm like, okay, he looks cool. And then like the whole Street Fighter 5 community is getting online, and they're just posting videos or combos with with Day One Luke and stuff. I'm just like, okay, this guy looks good. And a lot of people are saying right now, I mean, of course it's it's early, but right now they're saying Luke feels very strong, but not broken or overpowered. So I'm like, okay, so that's fine. And I'm just like, if I would change anything about his aesthetics, he's blonde haired, blue eyes. I would just maybe change that up a little bit, or Cammy, or Ken, okay. Or Karin, or we say Cammy, Vega,
as a cisgendered white male who practices MMA.
Yeah. But
where's he from? America?
Yeah, he's an American.
Oh, okay.
He's American. He's MMA. His likes are MMAs and video games.
Is he from like Arizona?
I don't know where he's from, but if you see a story mode, like his dad died disarming an AED in a mall. Somebody set a bomb in there, so it's like kind of like social political elements going on, which makes sense. Okay.
Oh boy, it makes sense. Your dad
terrorism.
Disarms bombs in malls.
Not everybody, but his dad was special forces. I'm not saying it's in everybody. You gotta make them outstanding.
How many fucking bombs are out there being set off in malls, bro?
I don't know.
I mean, there was a school shooting yesterday. Like,
that's unfortunate.
Maybe he was killed. That's unfortunate. But like,
an IED or
how many
something.
fucking bombs are you hearing about in fucking malls?
That's beyond the point. Let's just face that fact. But yeah, they try to make it just kind of social political. There's terrorism anywhere.
I get it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's like an MMA fan. He has stars everywhere. I'm like, that's my thing. I would take away. Like, bro, we get it. You like stars.
Yeah.
Like he has like his Popeye forearm. Yeah, he's like Nemesis. He has a Popeye forearms and like 50 stars like all lined up. Like
he's got all 50.
I don't know. He has a lot. He has a lot though. But I was like, Jesus Christ. But he's fun. He's enjoying it. And I was actually playing him last night. I was doing his trials and everything. And sure enough, the boys came in there or watching me play and just cheering me on. All right, try this out and do this. Now maybe slow down on this and this execution, or try doing this, stuff like that. But it was fun. I can't wait. I wanna. do more trials with him, and then just go online and just start playing with him.
New main so far? Maybe?
Maybe I think so. Because like I said, I like Nakali, but Nakali's problem was he's always been kind of stubby, really short normals.
Right.
And the thing is, Nakali came out season 1, and then after that, I guess the team were like, okay, he's in a good spot, and they never looked back. And it's understandable. Every season, you want these characters to be better and stronger and more appealing. So you give them something of an edge compared to, the previous casts. Like, remember when we were playing Magic the Gathering? Like, the first set you got into, you're like, wow, this card is, 4/4 flying for 6 mana. That's pretty good. Yeah. But at 6 mana, you're gonna get a creature that wins the game. Like, you don't even get. If it's 6 mana, it's too fucking expensive.
Right.
It has to be.
I get what you're saying.
2 mana or less. It's gonna have this crazy power, and it's gonna. You know what I'm talking about? The power curve is so different. Because I remember when I was playing Magic, like, here's the rest. 1 black. Nate, look at opponent's hand. They discard a instant or sorcery. Now it's 1 black or pay 2 life. They discard any card of your choosing. It's like, what the?
Yeah.
That power curve just crept up so much that when you look back at it, and it's kind of like that with Street Fighter V, where you look at these new characters now, you're like, wow, you could do all this stuff do the stuff with them, and you look back at season 1, you're like, and not all of them. I mean, Karen's still good, Guile's still good, Rashida's still good, but some of them you're like, yeah, they kind of just got left behind, and that's it.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
What you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Luke, just looking at the way he could being piloted in the hands of the pros. And granted, I'm not a pro, but just playing him and the moves he does, I'm like, man, this is really cool.
Right.
So I'm going to play more of him, and I've just been enjoying it.
Nice.
Like I said, yeah, and just the fact that he was 100,000, I didn't pay any cash money. I just, okay, you know what? Fine, I got that option. I'll get the basic outfits, but
why not?
Why not? Yeah. So I was streaming that last night, and can't wait to play some more of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, what else did you do this week, bro?
Exercising, doing the kettlebells, felt good. Since I didn't do it at all last week, and I felt kind of guilty because I'm always talking about exercising, and here I am not exercising. But
lazy bitch.
But it's okay though. I mean, I did it all this week. I exercised. I actually made sure when I said to come at 8 o'clock because I got home at a good time. I exercised. Swung the kettlebell, lifted it up a couple of times, and put it back down, and did push-ups. And push-ups are a bitch. John Wolf's like the basic, the killer, the push-up. I'm like, it's all that.
Yep.
It's all that. Yeah. When people say, well, I don't have enough equipment to work out, you don't need equipment, bro. You could do squats, burpees, push-ups. Your own body weight is enough. Go running. Your own body weight is enough to get you get you busy. And then if you want to go beyond that, you go get a kettlebell, a dumbbell, battle ropes, a gym set. Then the sky's the limit when it comes to workout equipment. For sure. There's programs, there's tools, everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of workout equipment, I went inside my work truck, and there was a giant, heavy, big old box of a treadmill in the middle of the truck. I'm like, oh.
Nice.
I looked at it. I was like, what are we doing here? She's going to use it.
Doesn't matter.
She's going to use
it. It's going to hold the clothes whenever it needs.
She's going to use it a month.
It's going to become
maybe. And then next thing you know, it's a clothes, that very $2,000 hose clanger. Yeah.
Clothes hanger.
I was like, all right, I'm dropping this bitch off first because I do not want to deal with this. Like, come on. And don't get me wrong. I've done that before where you buy something, you're like, get rid of it,
still sitting there.
But like that heavy ass 40-pound kettlebell. That's a beast. When I got it, I'm like, cool. Now I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna eventually one day. That's that dusty one that just hangs out at the very end. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One day I'll do something.
One day I'll get to them 120s.
Oh god, yeah, that bitch is 40 pounds of pain. Like the 35 pounds. That's good right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to exercising, throwing weights around. It feels good. That's about it on my. Oh, what did I watch?
What did you watch? JoJo's.
JoJo's, dude.
Come on, now.
I already knew that. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, a freaking Stone Ocean or Stone Heart just came out on Wednesday with Jolene Cujo. So I'm like, but that one's only 12 episodes.
Okay.
Compared to Golden Wind, which is 39.
Okay.
Compared to Stardust Crusaders, which is 39 compared to
hey man something's better than nothing. Okay.
I'm just saying, like 12 episodes. Well, okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
It's more JoJo's. I'll take it.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
Yeah. And we're watching it. Mikhail's like, every season their outfits just become more and more fabulous. I'm like, yeah, I love it. Everything just becomes more outlandish, more sillier. I'm like,
When you were talking about the episode difference, I was just thinking about Game of Thrones. Like 10 episodes, 10 episodes, 10 episodes, all the way down to 6 episodes.
It just got less and less.
What?
And like less quality. But they were longer.
They were longer though. Sure.
Doesn't mean better. Doesn't mean better.
Longer does not always mean better in this case.
Let's face the facts, folks.
But the outfits keep getting crazier and crazier. I've never seen it, so I got to get up on that.
It's hard. Well, some people. As many people as I talk to about liking it, I've seen twice as many that don't like it.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It
has to be one of those specific tastes because some people just don't care. That's fine. And it's fine. It's fine. It's not for everybody, and to me, that just makes it that much more special because I get to enjoy it and enjoy the characters, and that's fine. So, yeah, I made one of my emotes, one of the little rattle kanji symbols on Twitch. So I just throw it out there every time you're about to get rocked or something, which happened a lot.
Yeah, it did.
That was good though. I was good watching you play.
It's
Bloodborne.
been fun, man. I've been having a good time playing it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it because I didn't want you to dredge through and be like, oh fuck, I gotta beat this just because I beat this. I'm glad you're actually having fun and enjoying it.
It's better than anything else that's out right now. Like legitimately, I've
Facts.
already completed all the other games that I wanted to complete. And now I'm starting my 25 games this year, so Bloodborne is gonna be number 1.
You're gonna go back to the Mass Effect one?
I gotta finish that too, but I'm gonna do Bloodborne, Demon Souls. I gotta do Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
A lot of games that I've started that I haven't completed. I'm just gonna go through and like complete it out the backlog this year. If I can do 25, I'm pretty sure. If I can do 25 this year, by like June or July, I'll probably do an extra
Doing Vanguard?
25. Yeah, that's gonna be real easy, like 6 hours. Like, come on, man, it's not gonna be that long. It's not gonna be that long. I can run through that in the afternoon, just like put it on easy and just run through and complete the game. It's done.
I haven't heard anything about that game.
It's
Good
on
or
sale right
positive?
now.
Good or positive?
It's on sale.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's like, no, it's
it's
2 months old. And it's already on sale.
What buzz is it stirring up? None, right?
No. It's
Same
Sledgehammer.
Same with Battlefield.
Oh, it's stirring up some buzz, but it isn't
Not
the
the
right
good
kind.
kind?
Not the good kind. No,
I don't know.
no, it's not good at all.
And I'm not a fan to go in there and start playing them and watching them. Like I'll watch my buddy Six Pack play it, and I'll just watch for a little bit, and that's it. But I never go out my way be like, dude, I'm so hyped about Battlefield or Call of Duty. I'm gonna go just watch gameplay. No.
Well, they wanted to. EA had said something this week that they want to make a Battlefield universe, even though the game is doing so poorly. Like it's concurrent player base is down to like 53,000. Let's just put it this way. Farming Simulator 2022 has a higher concurrent player base than Battlefield 2042, which is a AAA title. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way.
But you think it's because there's a lot of good games out right now, or you think it's just because it just got poorly received? A little bit of both?
It came out underdeveloped. It didn't come out released, kind of like Cyberpunk. It didn't come out complete like Cyberpunk or the GTA trilogy or name another incomplete game that got rushed out.
But you figured after the whole Cyberpunk 2077 debacle, you figured at that point developers are like, okay, we need to get this shit ready.
See, the difference between Cyberpunk and Battlefield was Cyberpunk overpromised and underdelivered.
That's true.
Right? Battlefield didn't overpromise. They just promised another Battlefield game. They just, here we got another Battlefield game come out. Yeah, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
What Cyberpunk was doing was they were saying, oh, we're going to have the greatest game ever made and it's going to be amazing.
It's a
and
second Witcher 3, yeah.
Whatever it is. And they just could not deliver on said promise.
For sure.
That's their problem. And they also released the game unfinished, underdeveloped, undercooked, whatever you want to call it.
And especially that tweet last week, we believe in the long run this game will be really, really good.
Oh, that was so stupid.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry, what?
I beg your pardon. Come again.
What was that?
I didn't hear you on my
but by the time that happens, everybody's forgotten about it, moved on, done other things. I mean, we got February is looking to be just an amazing month of video games.
For sure,
dude.
Elden Ring's.
Elden Ring's on there. There was something else. Oh, God dang it, there was something else I had on my list there for a second. But anyway, but yeah, so EA wants to make a Battlefield universe. I don't know what the fuck that means. But
do they even have characters that stand out? Because I know, like in Call of Duty, you had like
what character? There's no single player. That's another thing. So
What
here we go. Here,
what do
you ready? You ready for this list,
Tell
bro?
me.
Hold on, I can give you the whole list because I actually posted it on our Discord the other day.
And chat and comments, please put some. If there's something we're missing, please let us know because you're right. Call of Duty they had characters. It had Soap and that's the only one I could think of.
Soap,
Price,
Captain Price.
Yeah, but talking about they actually had some characters.
Right, they had characters in the game that they could like.
So I could see if COD did like COD Universe and kind of tied them in. Okay,
Right.
I could see some of that.
So I'll just rattle off a couple of these
Let's
here.
do it.
Oh
Rattle.
my God, continue. What the hell's going on here? All right, so they got no classes, wide open maps with no cover, no scoreboard, no changing squads, no changing teams, awful hit registration, attachments unlocked, attachments that are unlocked are cosmetic only, control points in breakthrough mode on top of skyscrapers, which can't be captured because, what does it say? There are 11 vehicles on top, so you can't actually get up there. No server browser, no stats page, no single player campaign, no spectator mode, no community servers, no test range, no 3D spotting, no contextual leaning, no crouch sprinting, no scope zeroing, because the bullets just shoot like laser beams. No tiered or paused reloads, no melee weapon choices, no thermal optics, no claymores, no first person. I mean, you want me to keep going? Like this is all. This is. I mean, look at how long this list is.
I can't hold them to every single one of those, but you figure some of those would have been like, okay, auto includes.
But the thing is they're in
server,
previous Battlefield games. Like, why would you take a step backwards? All these things that I just listed out, they're all in previous Battlefield games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
now
you understand.
I take that back.
Okay, so they released an incomplete, unfinished game.
But eventually it'll catch up, right?
Maybe, yeah. But
Maybe.
once again, other things will be out by that time.
Did they release a roadmap?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
That's what happens. They release something half baked, and then to make up for it, like, hold on, guys, hold on. This is our roadmap. We're gonna make sure it's fixed, and along the way, barring any,
Now, granted, most Battlefields release buggy. I get it, but you can't.
And you played most of them, right?
I played most of them,
Yeah.
but you can't take. I didn't even purchase this one. It's like you can't take that many steps backwards, and like people that paid for the game. I know them specifically. People that have paid for the game that are still standing by it. Oh, it's not that bad. I don't run into that many glitches. Kind of like the Cyberpunk deal. It's the same exact thing. Is you want to stand by something that you paid money for, and then eventually, whenever somebody shatters that glass, that window that mirror that you're standing in front of because you're talking to yourself, then you're like, holy shit, like what the hell? What was I playing for hours for no reason?
That? Yeah.
Right. That's how I feel about it anyway. Like, to each everybody, if you're enjoying the game and you're having fun, by all means,
sure, yeah,
have a good time. Have a good time. But I wasn't willing to spend $60 to $100 to
just to get early access, like 3 days
to play the game where it's at. And like, I feel the same way about Forza. Like, I enjoy Forza. If I had to have paid for it, I would have been a little bit more upset.
Well, especially since you kind of had to do some go through a lot of hoops just to get it working, right?
Right. And then not only that, but like, there was a lot of bugs there. The internet, that like, they just released an update today where you can like finally drive around with your friends, which is like, this is an open world MMO racer, and like, me and Carlos would be driving around, and all of a sudden he would disappear, and then like 10 minutes later he would reappear on the other side of the map somewhere. So like, a lot of that personal connected, like, we were beta testing this entire time until like this patch today apparently. So like, that's what I don't like, is like, if you're gonna release a completed game, if you're gonna release it as a completed game, then fucking let it be completed. We're not alpha testing here for $70. You know what I mean?
It feels like it's starting to feel like this is a
recurring thing.
an ongoing recurring theme with a lot of these AAA titles. I mean, you could look at some of the indie games on the lighter side that don't have the bigger, big budgets, and they're kind of like, okay, here's a game, have fun, enjoy it. So it's well, maybe not all indie games, but definitely for sure all the AAA games. It almost
not all of them. Let's not put all of them in that.
Right. But it seems like it at this point in time and day and age, that being that big of a game, like, you should get everything, all your ducks in a row, all your I's dotted, your T's crossed, and be ready to go.
Right.
I don't understand it.
I'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Like, if I go to buy the game and you're releasing the game, then yeah, I'll play it. I'll have a good time or whatever. But if this is what I'm looking out for now because of Cyberpunk. If it's been delayed and then delayed and then delayed and then it went gold, but then delayed. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that I'm looking for nowadays. Like you can't keep promising that you're going to release something at a certain time and people keep blaming things on COVID, which I've yet to understand because we live in a world here where nobody gives a fuck. So like I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the rest of the world, not the rest of the world, but like the rest of the country anyway, where they're making video games are like
moving
moving
about the Omicron?
on. Yeah, man.
Bro.
I heard about it, bro. We probably both have it right now, dude. It's probably flowing through our veins. I don't give a shit.
I can't get enough of this shit.
I'm
You can't make it up.
nah.
Yeah,
So there's gonna be another one after that.
Omicron, when I first heard it, like, isn't that that planet?
It sounds like a transformer, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's like, isn't that planet in Transformers? That's what that was. That's Omicron.
But
Or like a freaking Daft Punk album.
oh boy, it's I don't know. I don't want to get into all that shit, but
Omicron?
no, I'm just talking about like video game companies using that as an excuse, like instead, stop promising to deliver something until you're ready to deliver it. Kind of like I'll use this example over and over again, but Fallout 4 did their E3 press conference and the game was out 6 months later. Like that's the kind of stuff that I want to see. I don't want to get hyped for a game 6 years out and then like I get like trailers, like cinematic trailers or whatever, show those off. But whenever you're ready to put the game out, show us a gameplay trailer and then release 6 to 8 months later.
Well, I would definitely say that.
Definitely say
that during.
You got so Texan right there.
Welcome. I'm Texan. I got it tattooed across the belly.
Super Texan.
I'm gonna get it. Come and take it tattooed right here on the neck.
Just the cannon.
Just big old black dick right here. Like what?
Just a big old black cannon coming down.
I mean, during the year of 2020 and early 2021, the whole, all right, guys, we had to work from home through remote working. It was making games is very difficult. Okay, I'll give you that. Now, going to year 2022, 2023, like, you really can't take that anymore because at this point, we're living with it.
Right.
And there's going to be a different variation or version of it. But at this point, like, you just live with it. Right. That's what we're doing. So, by then,
you can move to Texas.
Or Florida.
Or Florida.
Yeah.
Where nobody gives a fuck.
At all.
Yeah. There you go. That's what you could do. All the video game companies, I don't know what the fuck they're doing now. I don't know what they're doing now, except for like Gearbox and I think
Austin,
Ubisoft.
Some of them are in Austin.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in Austin.
Canada is still kind of.
And Canada's a big one, but Canada's on still on lockdown.
Lock it down.
But I think we're about to lock down again.
Nah, they're not.
From like overseas flights. They already
talked about it.
Yeah, they were talking about cutting it down.
But there was already a case already here in California.
Yeah, he went to a Comic-Con. Some guy went to a fucking Comic-Con with like 60,000 people.
Somebody.
With the Omicron variant. He didn't know.
Yeah,
he didn't know.
It's already here. Yeah, if it's around the world,
we'll have it by next week, dude. It's all
fine.
good.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna start fucking. I want everybody to spit in my mouth.
We'll get zip packs and horse dewormers and monoclonal antibodies. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, a serious note, going into 2022, 2023, beyond that, the whole working from home. We get it. You want precautions, but at the same time, like, you might be just using that as a blank check to, hey, I need more time. Like, come on, dude.
But this is EA we're talking about. They've been working on this game for 5 years. They had 5 years worth of time to miss all of those things. You know what I'm saying? They had 5 years to do. Like, if they did let's just say they copy pasted Battlefield 5 or whatever, the game would have been way better than it is right now. Like, you copy pasted all the rules and stuff, you just reskinned it as 2042.
You think them having to make it for the PS5 had any difference?
No, not at all.
No,
because they're making it for a gaming PC with a specific build out. Like, I don't see that being an issue at all. I think they just released unfinished game. That's what I think. But because I watched people stream it and I'm just like, oh, this does not look good. And
I've only seen
the player base is dropping like flies.
I've only seen our boy Sixpack play it, but I just have very little. I'm like, okay, looks like Battlefield.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah. Well, whenever you see hovercrafts going up buildings,
that's a bad sign.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, I don't think. But since we're talking about EA, Respawn Entertainment,
what are they doing?
They discontinued all new sales of Titanfall, and didn't
one of them take over for a position somewhere?
Yeah, something like that. They removed all the they discontinued all new sales as of yesterday, I believe, or today.
Of Titanfall?
Titanfall.
The first one.
Maybe both. I can't remember.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They did it, and then they're gonna remove it from subscription services, i.e., Game Pass, in March of 2022.
Damn.
But the online servers are gonna remain active for those fans that already own it.
You just can't buy it anymore.
You just can't buy it new anymore.
I heard good things about that one.
They're both great.
I mean, a lot of things from, or several mechanics from that was implemented into Apex, I think, like the whole ping system and stuff like that. It's roughly the same team, right?
Respawn is probably the best thing that EA has done in recent memory. Like, because I can't remember a good BioWare game. Yeah.
2.
Mass Effect 2?
Mass Effect 2. I like
that
Mass Effect 2.
was 2007.
2007, 2010?
2007.
Can't be 2007.
Mass Effect 2 was 2007.
I say 2010. 2010.
2010?
Yeah, I say
All right,
2010.
let me look this up. But once again, like, I can't remember something good coming from EA like that. Like, you know what I mean?
They're the ones who do all the sports games, right?
2010. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, they do all the sports games, but those are, copy pasted. Oh, we added a flag to the back of the helmet.
And transactions. let's face it, FIFA's the biggest one. It's only because it's worldwide.
Yeah. But
I don't know, dude. EA has been one of those games that is always just nothing from them is something that I care about. It just okay, EA, cool, another sports game or whatever, another.
But that's where I was going. It's like Respawn actually puts out good games, good content. Titanfall, Star Wars, what's it called?
Battlefield?
No, the Force Unleashed.
Oh, Force Unleashed, yeah.
Or whatever it's called. Is that the new one? Yeah, I think whatever.
I don't know.
Respawn has just been like the Rudolph red-nosed reindeer,
Just leading
the fucking sleigh while the rest of it's hitting all the buildings on the way. And then of course, It Takes Two doing as well as it's doing with those guys.
That's the one that you're playing that couple.
Yeah, the divorced couple.
And you're playing, they're counseling or something like that. And you have to work. You got shrunk, or you have to work together. That's the same guy who did what's that Prison Break one?
No Way Out.
Yeah.
It's exactly that same person. Yeah. But other than those two developers, BioWare hasn't done anything good in a while. What else do they got?
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they've got some other stuff, but what I'm saying is like those are like the two main good things that have happened at EA in a while.
I think EA one time got voted worst company of the year. I forgot what year
multiple
it was.
years in a row.
It's it bounces between them and
and Comcast. Comcast. That's where we're at.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, so Respawn is discontinuing all new sales of Titanfall and is removing from subscription services in March 2022.
I hope they give more reason why. I'm interested in, because I wonder if that's gonna lead to other companies or other games getting pulled, but maybe some sort of internal thing. Who knows?
But speaking of poorly released games, since we were talking about Battlefield and EA, the GTA Trilogy patch came out this week.
Garbage.
Well, the patch came out this week for it. I mean, we've talked about Trilogy and how bad it looked and how bad it performed.
How hyped were you when you first heard about it?
I wanted it so bad.
And then you saw it?
I wanted it so bad. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I've already played these games. Why am I going to spend $50 on games I've already and own? Matter of fact, I own them on PC.
Oof.
Hard
sell.
They did release a Trilogy patch, which was 20 gigs. And I read through the patch notes. And it was fixed rain on every single game, because the rain looked like fucking somehow was jizz just being white pixels through
pixel squares,
and it was rain coming through buildings or grass poking through the floor, and that was the list of patch notes. It was fixed grass coming through floor in this area, fixed grass coming through floor, fixed rain coming through ceiling in this area.
Again, how does quality control look at that and be yep, this is ready to go?
It's ready to go.
How does that slip through?
I have no idea.
I don't understand that. I mean, at what point do you guys have to? You have to look at. They have to look at the product and be like,
"This is good.
Okay, is ready or not ready?"
Yeah. They didn't, and they had some other developer taking care of this remaster, and they didn't quality control it, and they released it as is until people complained about it. That's what happened.
And
they let it go because it's a money grab.
They were banking on the nostalgia. Like, oh, I remember those games. I want to play. Yeah, I'll get them all in a bundle, collected. Sure, I'll play them.
That's exactly what happened.
It's just a cash cow.
And I'm glad I didn't fall for it that time. I fell for it with the fucking Mass Effect one, but that one was actually really good. They did a really good job on that one. But as far as like these remasters, you could definitely tell they weren't doing so good. Like the iPhone version of San Andreas looks better at that time, before this patch or whatever. It looked better than it did on this definitive edition. It looked better on PSP. I'll tell you that it looked better. I saw one. It was what was it, Vice City or something like that? And somebody was playing the PS Vita or the PSP version of it, and they had them side by side. And the PS Vita version looks way better than the Switch version, and it's the PSP from like, you know what I mean, like way before the Switch. Yeah, it's some crazy shit like that happens. Like, how do you release that knowing that this version of the game exists out there somewhere else?
That had to be a call on the freaking executive side. They're just like, right, just send it out. It's ready.
Is it good? Does it look good? Does it look good? The lighting's better?
It's all a bunch of suits. They don't know how to put it. They just, just a bunch of shareholders and stuff. Like, come on, put the game out.
I don't want to actually speculate what the company did, but what it seems like to me is they just trying to go for a money grab. That's what it feels like to me. And they did it. And people were mad, and they were getting their fucking, they were trying to get refunds. But Sony was like, nah. Sony's like, nah. Once you buy something from the Sony store, they're like, go fuck yourself. You gave us money. As soon as you download it, which it does automatically, by the way, whenever you buy something, as soon as you download it, you automatically cannot refund anything anymore. Be careful with that kind of stuff.
Rightly so, the fans being upset.
They're mad.
Yeah.
And then for a while there, you can't, like, they shut down you couldn't buy it on PC for like a week.
Really?
I think. Because like they took it off the store, like they put it up and then they took it down immediately. So, in that context, did the game actually release? Because it came out
and it got withdrawn.
And it got withdrawn immediately. And I want you to give me your honest answer here, because it's gonna play a lot of context into what I got next. Go ahead. Did it actually release?
It released.
It released. You're just saving your ass from that fucking bet, you asshole.
It released. It released. Whether it's good or not bad, I mean,
they were like,
that's
no,
for sure. Yeah, that's for sure on the buyer, on the consumer. Yes or no? But yes, it was officially released. But
there you go.
It's not
I knew
complete.
you were gonna say that. You son
released,
of a bitch.
But it wasn't complete.
You son of a bitch.
You're trying to weasel out.
I was trying to weasel out of it.
Make me play a bad game.
I'm still gonna play it anyway.
I was talking to my buddy Josh about the bet that we had.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? Ruben was a true winner. He got to play Bloodborne, because I would have to play Witcher. He's like, you don't like Witcher? Like,
everybody's gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm like, am I the only one who didn't like Witcher?
Yeah, pretty much. You're the only one, dude.
It's like the story is the game on itself. I'm like,
yeah, the story is pretty fucking good.
Like,
and it follows a lot of the books and like
they play Bloodborne. That's a game.
Pretty good one. You want to go into anything? Because I got a lot more here.
I do want to talk real quick about I saw some tweets going on right now because CEO fighting game tournament is going on this weekend right now. I think it's going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it's a 3-day event out there in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So
of course it is.
Of course it's Florida. Of course it has to be. Yeah,
of course it is.
It has to be.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
There it is. Florida, gotcha.
Gotcha, Florida. But for sure, they're having an event, an FGC event. But of course, they're going through the whole, make sure you're vaccinated and show your card to get in. I think so. I'm pretty sure they are.
They're giving you the sniff
test.
Yeah,
they like to do the whole. They like to. Can you smell? You smell these stinky kids in here?
You're good.
These stupid smashers. Can you smell them?
That's the good way. That's the best way to smell them.
Oh, you don't have COVID. Get in.
Oh, you don't have COVID.
Yeah, get in.
Go ahead.
But they're to return back to offline events,
yeah.
And after a year and a half of everybody playing on their PC with 144 refresh rate or 244 refresh rates,
mm-hmm.
You have these very smooth, inputs and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to fighting games, those frames are very important,
right?
So after that, now coming back to the offline event where it is your base PS4 and I don't know which monitor they're using. It varies.
They're usually using. I see them use BenQs all the time.
It depends. I see some people use BenQs. I see some people use some Asus. I see some other use some off-brand, some sort of just smaller monitor. And then I don't know the specifics. I think it just varies between whatever grassroots tournaments
I think they're always 1 millisecond ones, but the problem is they run them off of a splitter, which always creates some sort of an input lag, but not too much.
Something for sure. There's something that's what's been the standard, and even then it kind of varies just between whatever location or setup or locals, whatever.
Right.
So after a year and a half of just playing on online events, mostly playing with your setup, now going back to the offline where it's something you're not used to. I've heard a lot of not a lot, but I heard it's been coming up with the FGC where some players were like, I don't know, going back playing to a laggy PS4 after being on the PC is going to make a difference. So I mean, I don't know if that's like something to look into, but I know it's talking around. I mean, it's the talk at the water cooler, going on.
Right.
So and some people say, well, why don't they just make PCs the norm for offline events? And some people are like, well, they can't do that because just trying to get a graphics card or trying to have enough setups for everybody. I don't know how the logistics works with that, which makes sense because PS4s, they're everywhere. You could pick them up on the cheap, and I don't know on the cheap, but they're a lot more common and easier to find than compared to modern day graphics cards.
That's true.
So I mean, I understand, and then again, it just varies with all these different sort of things and equipment and everything. But at a certain point, it's like, look, this is what you have on offline. Take it or leave it, you know?
I mean, eventually they're going to move to PS5. I mean, whenever they become more readily available. I don't doubt that at all. So, like right now, this is just the if you want to do this and make some money or have a good time playing video games with the other people in the same room, then this is what you got to do.
And the thing is, like, I'm kind of like splitting hairs. It comes to these little minor frames. The top 1% will be able to notice the difference.
Yeah.
The rest is just that wants to play.
I'll tell you something though.
It's gonna be fine.
I haven't even turned on my PS4 Pro in a year.
No, I tried turning mine on just to like do some updates in case I wanted to play some PlayStation games, and then like my controller won't even like the PS4 controller won't even like link up to it. I'm like, it's been so out of date. Like I have to like reset it and update it. But I'm like, I'm playing my Switch right now, so I'll tell you no reason to go back to my 4.
I'll tell you what is in abundance of.
What? Don't say OLEDs.
S.
Oh yeah,
S is everywhere.
That's what I heard. I saw someone from the MPD report saying that the S's were like the best selling consoles during Black Friday, and
they're still there.
It's because they're readily available.
I could have gone and picked one. I could have gone and picked up one at Target today.
Yeah, compared to the X's and the 5s.
Yeah,
good luck because the S's, they're readily available. You just walk in there and pick it up. Okay,
yeah, you just walk into the store. Yeah. You can walk into Target today and go pick one up. Yeah. I pretty much guarantee that shit, especially here in Houston.
Yeah,
like I looked up at all the different stores, they had them there. I was like, oh, okay, just walk in there and
I told Mikhail, I was like, hey, which one of your robots lets you know when the OLEDs are available? Because I might get an OLED. I might. I
had the ability to buy one earlier, but you had to spend $500 for it. Stupid bundles.
Oh, you had to get it with you had to get it with Pokemon
and a bunch of
Brilliant
bullshit
Pearl and Brilliant Pearl and I saw Johnny playing Diamond or Pearl, one of those. I was like, cool, but I was like,
I never played it. I might actually pick it up eventually, but I'm good.
You hear about that other Pokemon, Arceus?
Arceus, it comes out next month.
Open world. I'm like, I don't know.
Open world.
Yeah, I'm kind of hesitant.
Loosely. Fool me once, Pokemon.
You got me. Yeah, you got my money once, bro.
Fool me once, Game Freak.
Yeah,
you sons of bitches.
You got me once. Yeah, like I have to definitely look into it and be like, okay, this is definitely an open world. Then maybe I'll put it in the maybe.
I'm gonna let that one come out first.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one. I'm gonna go to the Twitch when it comes out and actually look at it because you got me one time and I enjoyed it, but I'm like, this isn't really much difference between. Yeah, it's not really much different compared to the other Pokemon. You have some open zones,
right?
I'll give you that, and that was fun going around. Yeah, that was fun exploring it. I enjoyed it, but then it's like, okay, get on Route 11, end up at the next city, and fight, trainers along the way, and then go to the gym, and then go to the next one. Then here's an open area, and you actually get to explore, and grind out some stuff and find some other ones. But like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. What else you got?
Kevin tweeted out about the codename Spartacus.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
For those that don't know.
For those who don't know, you want to enlighten us on it?
All right. So there's been some reports from Bloomberg earlier today that Sony is working on a service that's going to rival and or take on Game Pass. Codename Spartacus.
Too cool of a name.
Huh?
I said that's too cool of a name for that.
Too cool of a name for them. It's going to be some bullshit like PlayStation Plus Plus.
Oh, God.
PlayStation Plus expansion pass
plus premium
plus
class.
expansion pass.
Yeah, that's where I drew the line on Nintendo. I purposely went to do not renew.
Oh, I gotta fucking figure that out if I did.
Do not renew and shut that shit off, and that's it.
And then allegedly 3 tiers will be out sometime in the spring. I don't know. That's about all that's all the information that
I think
put out there.
Yeah, I looked a little bit into it. I think on some of the tiers, like you'll be able to play some PS2 and 3 games on there.
PS1, 2, 3, and Vita.
And 3 tiers. So I'm guessing starting base $9.99. No, well,
$5.99. Let's go with $5.99. If they roll it, let's pretend that they roll it in with PlayStation Plus, because that's what the report is. So let's say they roll it in with PlayStation plus you get, your Game Pass stuff.
Okay.
We'll use Game Pass, quote unquote.
You think you're gonna get out there God of War 2018, God of War 2 ready to roll on day one?
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
On day one?
Yeah.
No.
Hard pass.
What
about Forbidden West?
Not happening.
When
it'll happen a year from now.
Marvel's Avengers X-Men when he comes out.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
No, not happening. Oh, you mean Spider-Man 2? Not happening. You're definitely not getting their fucking. You're not gonna get their flagship games day one. This isn't Xbox. This is.
Okay, but that's just speculating. We don't know that for sure.
I don't think so.
We don't know.
I don't think that's never gonna happen. They're too greedy, bro. They raised the prices of their first party games anyway. They're the only ones that have done it. Xbox didn't do it.
Well,
Switch didn't do it.
I'm not saying Microsoft and Nintendo are saints. I'm not saying that.
Nope.
But we do know for sure. Sony has held Spider-Man hostage. Like, hey, you want to play this version of Marvel's Avengers and want to play Spider-Man? You got to play on our side. You know what I'm talking about? They've done that before.
Spider-Man's a pretty good game though. It's pretty damn good.
But actually playing as Spider-Man like in Marvel's Avengers.
Oh no,
I don't care about that.
I don't care about that.
But you know, talking about they've held.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I want to play Spider-Man 2, not
the real Spider-Man.
Marvel's Avengers with Spider-Man. With no story missions. It's just a character.
Grind it out.
Yeah, that was their promise. Spider-Man will be on the PlayStation version, but no story missions, nothing crazy.
Just here you go.
Just here's that one skin.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So it got me thinking. How much of an impression did Game Pass leave on Sony that they're like, hey, we can't beat them, join them?
I think they.
Because you've heard the saying, flattery is the best form of imitation, or
imitation
is the best form of flattery.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that it's making a big splash in the gaming community as a whole because you can pay $15 or $10 a month or whatever, $10 for the console version only. And you get to play a shit ton of games that are rotating in and out at all times, plus all the new games that come out
and
across multiple platforms.
And I've talked to several friends and online buddies and people when I'm streaming and chatting, where they just love Xbox Game Pass because of that simple fact that, hey, I don't want to buy games. I'm throwing just a monthly subscription of $9.99 and I get access to all these games.
Anywhere you want.
Some people really enjoy it, and that's fine. Me personally, there's nothing on there. I mean, I have very specific niche taste that I like,
right?
So it doesn't, I can't justify it. But for some people that just love to play different games at different types and for their own rhyme and reason,
yeah,
it's a hit for them.
Yeah, right now on my PC, I've got Halo on there, and I've got Forza and like Dirt. So I've got a couple racing games that I wouldn't have purchased otherwise, except for maybe Forza. But yeah, I've got it on there, and I'm playing those. I mean, I was gonna buy Halo anyway, but now I don't have to. It's like, okay, I just pay $10 whenever I want to play the game for however long. Like, yeah, I don't own the game or whatever, but
Sony must have saw that, but like, okay, they're doing something over there now. How can we make it, bigger, better? So I mean, having a 3-tier system.
I still buy games that I enjoy that I want to own, right? But even then, do you really own anything?
If it's digital, no.
I don't even think you own it with physical. They can cut off physical too.
Yeah, eventually will. They'll stop selling them.
Not just stop selling. They can. There's like like Blu-ray discs. I've seen this before where the encryption key will just time out. It'll lapse, and then that's it. It's over.
Really?
So you're only licensing anything that you purchase, physical or non-physical,
Well, yeah.
physical or digital.
Because every time you start off a game, how many times do you see the user agreement?
Yeah, it's just hey,
user
this
agreement,
is,
and you know,
you're
let's
licensing
be real
the
here.
game.
Yeah, let's be real here. Who reads all of it? You just
Right.
give me the game. Yes.
Same thing with Steam. Like, yes, I'm purchasing the game, but I'm only purchasing a license to use it until they shut it off.
Until Steam, wants to move. Oh, they put a Dead by Daylight on Epic Games.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
It was for free. That's what I say. Yeah,
I picked
for
it up.
free. So you guys check it out. Like
It's on Game Pass too.
It's toxic. Yeah, it's toxic AF. Well, some people are. I haven't gone back to play it just because the Reddit community just QQs so much. Like, y'all shut up.
It's like that T-Fat case subreddit.
Y'all shut up, man. No, they hate.
They hate.
You better be wearing a lab coat when I turn around.
You better be wearing a lab coat.
Oops.
Look at that.
That was funny. That was
a good
funny.
one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
But going back to PlayStation, we already talked about the Spartacus thing. They do have.
Hold on, but going back to Spartacus. So remember we talked about? I brought up the subject with that PlayStation, which owns Funimation, and Funimation purchased Crunchyroll.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's going to be
factored into that 3-tier system.
Yeah.
That might be part of like tier 3.
The way a good way to entice you to get a different hey, once you get to tier 3, not only you have access to the retro games, but you also have access to our Funimation / Crunchyroll anime library.
But that's the thing is like I don't want just access to old games because Xbox Game Pass does have that. I don't want I don't want games from fucking,
unless they're like fucking bangers.
Unless they're bangers,
Yeah.
but like how many PlayStation 1 games besides Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy 7, maybe some Twisted Metal.
Okay.
Tony Hawk's.
Oh shit, that's a good one. Tony Hawk.
What was I having? PlayStation 1. Not Final Fantasy, but Xenogears. I like that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah, but like how many of those are you actually gonna go back and play?
That's true.
With those amazing graphics.
Again, you're
Resident
right.
Evil 1 was on there. Yeah.
Resident Evil 1 was a good
and
one.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, Resident Evil 1 and 2. Yeah, those were pretty
And
good.
3. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
They
Nemesis.
were all on
PS1.
PS1.
That's right. And then I wonder if they have any like old school fighting games. That'd be cool too. Some like Street Fighter Alpha. That'd be cool.
Ooh. But yeah, like honestly, like I don't want all old games. I want a mixture of new stuff, kind of like how Game Pass has it now. Like they have old stuff, they have middle stuff, and they have new stuff.
If they can somehow provide what Microsoft does, where our AAA in-house studios are available day one.
Mm-hmm.
If Sony could do something like that,
that's worth it.
They might have a winner on their hands. They really might have a winner on their hands. I really do believe so because, I mean, we know for sure when you look at Sony's lineup and what they have in stock compared to Microsoft, Microsoft's a little bit lacking.
Now.
Well, I won't say Microsoft is lacking. I'll say that Sony's has a very deep roster.
Dominant. They're dominant.
They're dominant for sure. I mean, especially when it comes to the big open world
single player games.
Well, yeah, definitely when it comes to the single player games, for sure they got it locked down. So if Sony could somehow maybe bring some of that into the day one to be available, they might have.
Oh, I would cancel Game Pass that day.
Yeah. They might start just.
Well, let me rephrase.
We'll see.
It also depends on how much that service is going to cost, especially with 3 different tiers.
That's true.
Because it's $8 a month for PlayStation Plus, and then it becomes like $13 a month for 3 months, and then $50 a month for a year.
We have to see the pricing. We'd have to see the pricing. Hopefully once.
If they're talking about like $50 a month, nah, fam.
That's a lot.
I'm out.
That adds up.
I'm out. That's a lot of money. That's more than Prime, and I get way more out of Prime than I get out of a fucking Game Pass.
Prime. The only thing Prime has to keep doing is guarantee my 2-day delivery.
It's 1 day at my house.
Some places is one, because even Mikkel she'll go somewhere like this
same day.
They'll say if you order it early enough, it'll be same day. Mikkel usually just says, "It's okay. I don't need the drivers killing themselves to get here. We can wait till tomorrow."
Fuck that. Put them to work.
No. Give those drivers a break.
Fuck them.
But as long as Amazon does not mess with my 2-day shipping, I am fine. Honestly, that's the reason I have it for. You get right away. And of course, that's been spoiled, and there's been some consequences because of that.
Right.
And unfortunately, those drivers have to pay for it. But it is what it is.
They know what they got themselves into.
Yeah. 2-day shipping, like. Pretty good. Yeah. I joke with Mikkel, like Mikkel, where can we go to go get something specific that we could get it here in 2 days? Where can we possibly go? She's like, I don't know.
Let me think about this.
We always joke about that. It's like, where else can you go? Think about it for real.
Speaking of PlayStation Plus games, we did bring up the December PS Plus games last week or the week before last, but they have been officially confirmed with the tweet. Mortal Shell and Lego Supervillains are the PS4 games.
Nice.
And Godfall, whatever the fuck
That's
edition
right.
is coming out for PS5, which I'm glad I never paid for.
Try
that
out
game.
Mortal Shell.
I have it on
like
Epic.
Yeah,
I have it on Epic.
You might like it. It's a very short
I have
Souls
to
game.
do that one as well.
Throw it in there. Yeah. Because I enjoyed it a lot. Somebody broke down the 2021 year of the PlayStation Plus games.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at them. I'm like, man, it started off really strong. Up to like April with Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then after that, kind of just like...
Right.
I'm like, well...
Yeah.
They can't all be great.
They can't all be winners.
But yeah, the first couple of months you look at it, I'm like, man, they got some good stuff coming out. And then it's just kind of like, all right.
Yeah, well, they're not going to try and interfere with like any kind of like a huge launch. So like Ratchet and Clank coming out in the summertime, that one wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus. They try to hit games in like the lulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, everybody.
They don't want to
played,
cannibalize themselves.
Godfall's a launch title. And now it's coming out on PS Plus, which I'm glad I never paid for it, but now I get to own a copy of it or own licensing.
Yeah.
As long as I own a PlayStation Plus subscription, so
you get to borrow the copy.
I'm perfectly fine with that. So yeah, they were confirmed. I just want to say, Deep Rock Galactic is coming to PlayStation 4.
I remember you and House were playing that for the longest.
In
January.
For a while. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's coming to PlayStation environments.
Ooh, to the consoles.
In January. It's on the Xbox and it's on PC.
Okay.
But it hasn't been on PlayStation.
Well, I know it was on PC because that's where I saw you and House playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now it's coming to PlayStation. And
tell the people what's the game about? You're like Space Wars, right?
Yeah, you're Space Wars and you're mining for crazy materials and
it's like futuristic and there's kind of like aliens along the way or monsters.
Yeah, it's kind of it's like a low polygon game. Like it's not overly beautiful or anything, but I mean it kind of is.
But the
gameplay is solid.
Solid, yeah.
You're basically playing Left 4 Dead. Yeah, you're basically playing Left 4 Dead.
Collect some resources, find something.
While trying to kill enemies and like get.
And there's different
back
classes of doors, right? There's like a demolitioner. Yes. There's like a
different weapons and different build outs and stuff like that. It's infinitely replayable because you can make every
and procedurally generated.
All procedurally generated. It's one of the better Left 4 Deads I've ever played. So you land in a spot, you have to take your mine cart to get materials and then complete the objective or whatever it is that you have to complete, and then make it all the way back to
because I remember
without dying.
I remember last summer when I was COVID and I was stuck home and I was watching you and House just play.
It's a great game. I need to get back on that, man, because it's definitely a fun multiplayer experience for sure.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
I would say it looks like it shines in the multiplayer part because when you guys, I heard y'all talking like, all right, get this now. Where's that? Okay, jump down here and get that.
And it's multi-dimensional too. So if you're above somebody and they're in a different room,
you have to mine down.
You're like, oh shit! Like I gotta find you. Like I don't.
Don't go too far. You might fall through a hole.
Yeah, dude. So I'm glad that one is coming to PlayStation, so more people can play it, and it's also cross-play as well.
That's the important part.
So it's cross-play, cross-gen, all that good stuff. So the more people that play that game, the better. It's a small studio, and the guys knocked it out of the park, man. I remember that game being in early access all the way through coming on to Game Pass and now coming to PlayStation. So hopefully they make a killing on it.
Speaking of early access and beta and Game Pass, have you played any more of Valheim? Any news?
They did an update 2 months ago, September or something like that, 3 months ago.
Yeah, I heard a big buzz about it. And then and then after a while, just okay. Because I remember you were playing it for a while. You and the gang.
Yeah, completed it.
And then it's like okay. And then
but they didn't really add anything until 3 months ago, and then
if they're still letting it cook.
Yeah, it's a small team.
Yeah, it was a small team.
Very small, like 6 people small. Yeah, but they made millions of dollars.
Good
in a very short amount of time. I still think the game is fun. There's nothing for me to come back to until like they put out some more content, and there's only so much you could do in the original Minecraft. Let's be real. Like now that there's so much you can do and you can go back to and experience more and more. Like there's still 2 biomes they haven't even released.
I think my problem with Minecraft is I have no objectives. I don't know what to do, so I'm kind of just like, Okay.
Oh, you make your own.
I know. That's my problem. I need rules and regulations. I need goals to go do things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you
okay, I need to build a house, so I'm gonna need to go get wood. Chop, chop, chop.
But then I get distracted. Like, well,
yeah, that's the point.
yeah,
That's the whole point.
You see, that's my problem. I guess it just lets you know how my mind works. Like I gotta have, all right, from A to B to C to D. And you just say,
how did you play Bloodborne? There's no direction in that.
well, there's actually like, there's little goals. Like, okay, what does this fork of the road lead to?
Right.
Well, let's go explore everything. Okay,
Right.
Now we come back.
I'm just busting your balls.
But you know
You
me.
didn't have to explain.
You know
it to
me. I gotta break down everything.
I get it. But I just wanted to bust your balls a little bit because that game does not leave you with a lot.
No.
Because like
Just
I
explore.
beat Vicar and I'm like, what the fuck do I do now?
What do I do now?
And I just was going around exploring and fucking I found Alfred and I was like, what's up, dude? And I'd been to a place I'd never been before. I was like, okay, cool.
To get to that one village that you're at right now, you gotta go past the guy with the electric weapon.
I didn't go past him, no.
You haven't beat him yet?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
go back to him later.
Okay.
Whenever I get.
What about the guy with the Gatling gun on top?
I haven't gone and killed him. I have passed him.
I saw some people cheese it. You start the battle off with a blunderbuss, and he dies.
Yeah.
And he gets knocked over.
He gets knocked out.
And then you gotta restart the game,
Yeah.
and the loot is right there at
on
the
top.
edge.
Yeah, that's what Jacko was telling
Yeah.
me about. I don't like cheesing those battles though. I like to actually do them.
At least the first time you want to do it yourself.
So on the electric guy, I snuck up because I didn't realize he had a fucking brother behind him. Thanks, Jackal. I snuck up to the brother first, and I'm trying to learn his pattern. He's gonna be as soon as I complete the woods or whatever, I'm gonna go back to him. See, I don't even know what the boss is in the woods yet. So anyway, the last little bit of news I got today is that Dying Light 2, the little game that got delayed. That got delayed. It was supposed to come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
It got delayed to the end of this year, and then it got delayed again. But I think it went on indefinite hiatus. Remember that? Yeah, I think it was. They had put it on indefinite hiatus, and then
That's the parkour looking first person
zombie game.
Yeah.
Well, it went gold, and it's coming out in February 7th. So that's coming out in February too. But I'm a little hesitant on this one. For one, it was indefinitely delayed at some point earlier this year or late last year.
Yeah. You know, this whole things are ready and delayed and gold and delayed and ready, and hearing all that, I'm like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm so cautious and wary now. So it's just like, don't get my hopes up.
Right.
Don't get my hopes up. Don't do that. Like, I'm like, Hawkeye, don't do this to me.
Don't do this to
Give
me.
me hope.
Oh yeah, I watched Hawkeye this week
Hawkeye.
too. Hawkeye's pretty good.
Is it?
It's fucking.
I watched a little bit
pretty
of Shang-Chi.
Oh, you watched a little bit of it?
Like bits and parts. Mikhail was watching it like Sunday afternoon. So
You
I'd
just-
walk in. Oh, okay, cool. Like, oh, the Mandarin. Cool. You know?
The real one.
Yeah. And then walk in.
I mean,
What are you
The
talking
real
about?
one.
The one from Iron Man 3?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
so I
real
walk
one.
in, yeah.
I love him in that role.
His
dude.
characters
He's
are awesome.
so
He's just
good.
quoting Hamlet and stuff. He's all nutso. Like, that's how good that actor is. I forgot what his name is.
I forget his name,
But
he
you know
was
what I'm talking
fucking
about.
great,
Yeah, that tells you how much depth he has.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
man.
pretty fucking great in that role.
So I saw a little bit of Shang-Chi. I was like, okay, cool.
You should definitely sit down and watch it. It's
Should
a fun.
I?
It's a fun watch, dude.
Should
it's pretty
I?
good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Better than
There's
Mortals?
no communism.
Better than Mortals?
I'd say they're. Yeah, that's.
I like the beginning. They're going to the city of Macau. And it shows everybody just happy and dancing. I'm like, I wonder if that's true.
Nah,
I doubt
probably
it.
Not. Probably not.
I doubt it.
Probably not. Probably not. You don't fucking go in.
I was like all
That's-
dancing around having a good time. Like, I wonder if that's true.
When I went to New York, everybody's like, "Oh, how you know?" Like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Texas." "Oh, you ride around on a horse?" Like, that's the
Yeah.
no.
You're like, yeah, I parked him over there.
Yeah, you fucking stupid ass.
10-gallon
I don't
hat.
even see horses on a daily
A
basis.
10-gallon hat. Yeah.
But yeah, so Dying Light, I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm gonna hold judgment on that one until
Rightly so.
it actually releases. I'm not gonna pre-order
Rightly so.
because it had kind of like the same thing that
You getting
Cyberpunk.
some of these vibes, these cyberpunk
Cyberpunk vibes. And my fucking alarm bells are going off.
don't
And to
blame
be
you.
honest, I think ever since then, like I'm pretty, like staying away
Hesitant?
from. I don't pre-order things anymore unless I know for a fact I pre-ordered Elden Ring already. Like I know I'm gonna play that. I don't give a fuck because From Software hasn't steered me wrong.
Some on my wish list for sure. Yeah,
Yet.
you're right. You're right. I haven't came across a From Software game and I'm just like,
They haven't steered me wrong yet.
yeah.
Now, is it going to be plagued with server issues at launch? 100%.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
But I'm glad that that game is such a niche game anyway that like people will be like, oh, it's fucking Elden Ring. I'll pick that up. You know, what games came out today? And they'll pick it up and they'll go home and this game is hard and never play it again.
And you know what? I hope that it's also that even though from what I've gathered, it might include some MMO aspects or some, multiplayer online assets.
What do you mean?
Playing with several people online.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, but I hope it's not only that. Like you still if you choose to just be hey, like I want to play by myself.
Right.
I want it to be like. I hope that's still accessible. Like, hey, I want I don't want to play with anybody online. I don't want to be invaded. I just want to kind of.
So you want it to be Death Stranding?
No.
Where you're still playing with other people, but you're not technically playing with other people.
Maybe you'll see like their little echoes or the ghosts, kind of like in Bloodborne or Sekiro. You can see them around. But
if we want to hop into a game together, we could do so, kind of like now. Yeah. Right. I think that's pretty much where they're at. Like you don't have to be in a lobby.
That's
with
what. I don't want it to be like, oh, Rick, when you want to play Elden Ring, you have to have a party. Like I don't want that.
But I think
but if you want the option to play with other people or play by yourself, or oh hey Ruben, I'm at this part of the game. You want to jump in with me?
Right.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right, I'm done. Or whenever.
I think it would be cool because I don't know. I didn't see too much of that video. But if I were to hop into a game with you, things would get harder, or more enemies would appear.
Yeah,
to scale up.
Yeah.
Or the rewards would be better for the risk of two people being together. For sure.
Yeah. But I don't want the game to be just have to play with 3 other people.
Right.
Just to play the game. Like what's that one? Outriders, where you have to play with a lot of people to get
like the full benefit.
Yeah. Because like if you play by yourself, you can, but you're not gonna get the good stuff.
It's like Death Stranding. Death Stranding, when you're playing online, that's the handicap. It's whenever you put it offline and you're truly by yourself, and it's only you building things.
Yeah.
And putting things up,
ladders and stakes.
That's when
ropes.
It becomes.
You're on your own.
That's when it becomes.
Definitely. That's what I just want from Elden Ring. Like I wanted to, I still want the single player experience. I'll still be able to get that.
I think it's.
Or if I want to, oh hey Ruben, I need help with this one boss, or help me out this area. Hop on in with you or with me.
Or let's go do this dungeon.
Let's go do this dungeon. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. Just don't get rid of my single player experience.
Well,
that's what I'm hoping for.
Well, that's gone. But I think that's all I got. Other than like farming simulator selling.
And if they do some help. Yeah, just I have a lot of expectations for Elden Ring, but we'll see how it. I just gotta hold my judgment.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do, a battle pass or some DLC?
Think so.
I know they've done some. Well, they did
DLC for sure. Battle pass no.
Because I didn't see any DLC for Sekiro.
No,
I don't recall any.
I know
there was an update where you could they do some like minor touches here and there. Mm-hmm. There was there was some from Dark Souls 3. It was what was it called? Something Rings, the Ring City and something else.
Yeah,
but it was just more of Dark Souls 3. So you know what you're gonna get yourself into. So
then Bloodborne's got DLC.
Yeah, I just don't want it to become some sort of microtransaction.
No, but it's an open world game where you get to play, and if they release DLC to make the game bigger and cooler, then I'm all right with that aspect of it. But if it's microtransaction, not the ass for like whatever armor, then that's a problem. But I don't think they're gonna do that. They've never done that before. Why would they fuck with you now?
Yeah, I hope Miyazaki. Speaking of Miyazaki,
he's a fucking masochist.
When you're playing Bloodborne, you're like, how did somebody come up with this?
Yeah. Who thought about this?
Who in their mind? Because how many times did you I think that one part where you're fighting the big old thick boys, like a pair of them, and you look in the distance, you see like the skyline and the big old red moon just hanging out there. Like, there's been so many times where I just walk in, I'm like, this atmosphere is brooding. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. So it's threatening. It's never safe.
Dark.
I love it. And like, for someone to see that in their mind's eye and transfer it into a video game, like, that's awesome because the enemies are so twisted and dark and bizarre. I'm just like, I love this. Yep. I love this. It's unique. It's one of a kind,
Can't wait for Elden Ring.
So when I think about like, how does somebody think this up?
Yeah. Who the fuck? What kind?
Awesome.
I think he likes his balls stepped on.
Well, remember, I talked about he got a lot of inspiration from that manga artist, Kentaro
From Berserk?
Yeah, he recently passed away. But yeah, that was a lot of his inspiration. So you see it. Yeah, cause you ever watch Berserk, the Netflix movies?
Mm-hmm.
This is where
It's
it's going
dork
for.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, dude. But yeah, he's definitely got a flavor of imagination that is unlike anything else, and it's created its own genre. So I'm excited. I'm having a fun time playing it, and I almost picked up the rest of them that I didn't own on Steam over the sale, and then
You have Dark Souls 3?
I have it on PS4. Yeah.
Okay.
I have
I
a
got a
copy.
physical copy.
I also have Neo 1. I haven't even cracked it open.
Nio is from a... Who made that one? It's not
Same
from
shit, though.
software. It's,
Same shit.
It's roughly the same kind of game stuff, but it's very... Well, I remember he was playing it. There's a lot of it has to do like random drops on the loot, and you have to like max min and everything and crunch things and farm for that. Like,
they fixed it in 2 from what I understand, but I still have Neo 1 Complete Edition. I haven't cracked it open.
Really?
Haven't even cracked it open. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's all I got for this week, dude.
I was gonna bring up one more thing.
What you got?
I forgot. Of course, once we're finished, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
what do you think about what do you call it?
Son of a bitch.
Oh, predictions for game of the year awards.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
On that list, yeah.
I'm gonna say I didn't play it, but I'm gonna say it's Psychonauts 2.
Nope.
I think that's gonna get so much hype, and people like it so much from the first one, which I never played. But I think it's gonna just be out there. I'm going to take it. I'm more excited for the world premieres.
If I had to say
World premieres.
any game was gonna get that from just sheer accessibility, it would be It Takes Two. Because and not everybody can play Ratchet and Clank. Not everybody can play, Psychonauts 2. Or actually, yeah, everybody can play Psychonauts 2. Game Pass, Game Cloud.
Like, I'm all about, inclusion. Like, everybody could play games. It's cool. But after a while, it's like, man, can you play this or not?
Right.
Why should it cater to you?
Resident Evil Village, a lot of people can play, right? So, like, the least accessible game on that list, I would say, is Ratchet and Clank.
Metroid Dread?
Metroid Dread, the Switches are selling like fucking crazy. There's shit tons of Switches out there. There's 2 in this house right now.
Oh, you mean accessible to like get access to play? I thought you meant like the actual gameplay.
No, like just the ability to play the game.
Make it really easy to play. Like, oh, here's story mode. Because I have some friends that all they do is put everything on story mode, and they think they're really good at it.
Unnamed, but
and they think they're really good, and then they play a real game, and then they die, and they never
go back.
They never go back. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Accessibility.
Yeah. No, I mean the ability to play the game.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at. That's where I'm at on that one. I gotta look at the list real quick since we're gonna talk about this.
But hey, as for next year, like for sure, Elden Ring, maybe announcement for Street Fighter 6, and like I said, the Young Blood. That's taken over.
Video Game Awards?
No. Just for next year in general. If we get anything from Street Fighter 6, it'll be like
be at Evo.
It'll be Evo of next year because Capcom Cup's gonna happen. It's gonna be in February. We talked about it already. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at Evo 2022. They say they flash Street Fighter 6.
Right.
Holidays 2023. Something like that.
Yeah, it's Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil Village.
I only played Village, man.
And I played 3 out of the 6, but the least accessible game on that list is Ratchet and Clank and Deathloop. How Returnal didn't make that list, but Deathloop did, blows my fucking mind. I think Deathloop is a great game, but I think Returnal was better. I think it was just that much harder. Anyway, that's what I think.
No, yeah, I think I didn't play Returnal or Deathloop, but I actually watching you play Returnal, like this game looks like this is a game.
It's a fucking blast.
This is a game, man.
It's a fucking blast.
This is gonna punish you, and if you better play right and execute right. Mm-hmm. If not, you're gonna get punished for it.
Yep.
This is awesome.
It's Dark Souls, but not.
Yeah. Dark Souls
shooting
meets Dead Cells meets Hades.
Yeah, fucking loved it every minute of that game, and I still want to go back and play that game. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. So Nasty Deathloop. I'm like, no, you probably die. You probably just start off the last checkpoint.
And Deathloop is good. It's good.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure.
No, you
fine.
Restart the whole day whenever you die.
Okay.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Okay.
It's
10 out of 10.
It's
IGN.
not. It's not
10 out of 10. IGN.
It's not
Get
Metroid Dread. It's not Metroid Dread. And it definitely isn't. It's definitely not Ratchet and Clank.
I want to play Dread.
Ratchet and Clank is so fucking good.
I want to play Dread.
Play it, pick it up, dude. But you got to finish Shin Megami Tensei. You got 55. You got 55 more hours to go.
I think I have one more zone.
One more zone.
Yeah,
I thought it was 100 hours long.
I think
What are you talking about here?
I looked it up. How long does it take to beat? It says like 45 hours. I'm like, damn, I'm already at 50. I've been doing all the side stuff though. I like grinding out everything.
You're supposed to just play the story and
I'm finding all the little monsters to level up, get all your glories and get all your special stuff. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Why would you spend $60 on a game only to fucking put it on easy mode to play through the main campaign? Am I right?
And call yourself a gamer?
Am I right? Yeah.
Be gamers.
He's never invited on this fucking podcast again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I didn't say shit.
He's never getting on this podcast ever again until he can beat the first boss in Demon Soul. Bloodborne. Oof. I don't want to hear it out of his mouth ever, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never said any name.
Now we know for certain he's
names.
A button masher.
Never said.
If you can't get past the first boss in the Bloodborne, bro, you a button masher, bro.
I say shit.
You fucking mouth breathing ass.
Guys, y'all can catch me at, man, we're dropping a lot of frames. I don't know what happened.
Internet connection.
That's fine. Guys, you catch me at _Rick with a 1. I love streaming Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I might be doing some stuff Saturday and Sunday, especially with Street Fighter and wrapping up Shin Megami Tensei. So drop by, say hello, hang out, all the good stuff. You guys want to help out the channel? Just give us, your likes and thumbs up, and tell your friends about it because that helps out a lot. Word of mouth. And we just have we have a good time. We just drink and talk video games, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as much as we do because me and Ruben, we get together and just blast and catch up and share with you guys.
Mm-hmm. And as always, guys, you can hit me up on all things social media at @OS_onslaught. Catch me at Twitch tomorrow. I'll be definitely doing some Bloodborne when my old lady goes to work at 3 o'clock. Okay. So as soon as she walks out the door, it's going to be like fired up. And then we're going to do that. If you want to hit up the podcast, it's optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or at optionselectpod on all things social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. As always, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Stay away from Omnicron. And
that's that planet in Cybertron. No. Is there a UFC this weekend?
Huh?
UFC?
Oh.
What's the next one?
Oh. Next week? This weekend? I don't know. Is it Friday? Is today Friday?
Today's Friday.
Oh.
You forgot?
I forgot.
You forgot.
Anyways, guys, we love you and we appreciate you, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace out. Love you guys. See ya.